All right, what's number 3? What's the third award you're handing out?
This is a weird one. It's
Oh,
favorite data point of the year.
oh my
Interestingly,
God.
it's a tie.
You're the
It's a
only one giving
tie.
this award.
Yeah.
You're the only one
Favorite
giving this
data
award
point
in the
of the
history.
year.
This,
Yes.
this is I'm kind of giving this award to the data itself, and because I don't think the data itself ever gets to win the award. And there's two, but for two different reasons.
Okay.
The one with the map is visits alongside the full solar eclipse that took place in April.
That's
And the
right.
reason we love this data point so much is look how beautifully you see that rise in visits compared to exactly where the path of the eclipse was. It's just like
Right.
a stunning example of data visualization. But also, when we kind of look at retailers or restaurant groups within the space, to see how some of those really leaned into the success, or like Warby Parker, offering those free see the eclipse glasses, Krispy Kreme having
Yeah.
a specific kind of donut, and the lift in visits that came from it, something that we really loved. The second, and this is where if I had to like leave someone off the stage, I would still err that this is my favorite, is the return in visits for home furnishings and consumer electronics. And here is why. If you look at the
Okay.
Conference Board Consumer Confidence Index that was put out just recently, they saw the biggest month-over-month jump since March of 2021 and the best situation of consumer confidence since January of this year. Why is this interesting? Because we have been looking at consumer electronics and home furnishings as an early indicator for consumer certainty, is what we call it. We don't call it consumer confidence, returning. And what we've said is these are big purchases, and they're purchases that can very often be delayed. And as a result, if we see the visits returning there, we're getting a sense that the consumer is getting more comfortable with larger purchases. And so that as an early indicator, and then seeing consumer confidence come back shortly thereafter for us made this one of our favorites, because we do think some of these behavioral patterns do give us an insight into where the consumer is at, even a little bit before the consumer recognizes that they're there.
Interesting. And which one, if you had to pick, which one of these two would you pick? I'm going with the map, because the map
Yeah.
to Ethan's point is so stunning. I think that's the one I'm going with.
Yeah, that's surprising. I didn't realize so many people cared about the eclipse, but clearly the data has proven us wrong. But I'm curious about this spike in August of 2024 with home furnishings. Like, what drove
It's
that?
quite a spike.
Yeah, it was. I mean, well, it's to be clear, it's like about 6 or 7%. Like it's not as massive. It looks just compared to the decline.
Right.
But I think a lot of it was time available. So it's August, so we can go look, and a trip to kind of a home goods, etc. It's a little bit more lengthy. It's a little bit harder to do. So that was part of it. But I do think a big piece of this is just, hey, this is a purchase that we're back to considering, right? It's not, oh, we're maybe next year because we're so worried about what the economic situation is. It's something that we're back to thinking about significantly again. Like, we don't normally go to furniture stores for fun. Like, some people do, but I don't think most people do. And so I think that visit is a super significant sign of intent.